Of course I want to start yawning as soon as I start this. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Zamora Love, a Chicago drag queen here who's in love with books and makeup. And so why don't we just combine the both? And why don't we do some book reviews while we do some makeup, shall we? This is the book that we're doing today. She Started It by Sian Gilbert. Thought you were gonna catch me up with that I-A instead of that E-A. But you didn't, baby. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, make sure that you like, share, subscribe. We're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of it all. Let's get this bad boy started. Ooh, so I hope you guys liked the first video. Tell me your thoughts. What did you guys think about the review of You Made a Fool Out of Death with Your Beauty? What did you think about the look? Comment below. Let me know all the tea. Let me know all those things, you know. All right, so like I said, today we are doing She Started It. I hope that's what I said the first time. Because for some reason, every time I talk about this book, I keep on saying, she's gotta have it. I don't know why. But this is She Started It. I got this from Book of the Month. This was my Book of the Month back in June. And I read it back in June. And baby, she's a good one. She is a good one. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna spill all the tea. Of course, you guys know how we do. On Tuesdays, we do the makeup based off of the book cover. And then on Thursdays, we do the good old, this is what happened in the book. Shall we read the synopsis and then let's get into some makeup, shall we? The party of a lifetime is nothing like what they expected. Annabelle, Esther, Tanya, and Chloe are best friends, or were as children. They drifted apart in adulthood, but shared secrets have kept them bonded for better or worse. Even as their childhood dreams haven't quite turned out as they'd hoped, then one day, they'd received a wholly unexpected invitation from another old friend. Poppy Greer has invited them all to her extravagant bachelorette party. 3 days of white sand, cocktails, and relaxation on a luxe private island in the Bahamas. None of them have spoken to Poppy in years, but Poppy's Instagram pictures show that the girl they used to consider the weakest link in their group has definitely made good and made money. Curiosity gets the better of them. Besides, who can turn down a posh, all-expense-paid vacation on a Caribbean island? The first-class flight and the island's accommodations are just as opulent as expected, even if the scenic island proves more remote than anticipated. Quite remote, in fact. With no cell service and no other guests, the women quietly discover they've underestimated Poppy and each other. As their darkest secrets are revealed, the tropical adventure morphs into a terrifying nightmare. Endlessly twisty, sharply observant, and deliciously catty, She Started It is sure to shock readers until the very end. Let's begin, shall we? All right, so this book, straight off the bat, I'm gonna tell you right now, I definitely enjoyed this read. It was very good. It was a very fast-paced read. If my memory serves me correct, it only took me a day to read it. Literally, the way that the story goes is so just like, there's no time to breathe. There's no time to relax. So it's very fast-paced, and you should prepare yourself for that. So if you pick up this book, just know that it's gonna be very hard to put down. You will not be putting it down anytime soon. If you do love a good mystery or a good thriller, I would say this is the type of book for you. It's definitely giving Clue Who Did It. It's definitely giving thriller, because once stuff starts popping off, oh baby, it's really popping off. I don't know. Just ignore that. So, I gotta be honest, I did know about this book prior to getting it and reading it. Well, I didn't know about the book, but I kind of did a little bit of digging about it. Once I read the synopsis, when I was picking out what book I wanted for Book of the Month, I decided that this was clearly the winner. And that's because I had read the synopsis already. And then I did look up reviews on the book just to see what people thought. Because for some reason, something about it was giving me pause. I am glad I got it though. It was a really good book. It was a really good read. Like I said, it was upbeat. It was upbeat. It kept my attention the entire time. I did not want to put the book down. I did have to put the book down because I was reading it during Pride Month. And you know, I was booked busy and working hard, child. So I couldn't read as much as I wanted to, as quickly as I wanted to. But like I said, I did finish it in like a day or two. Maybe a day and a half. It's giving day and a half vibes. I don't know if I could say that the book made me feel one way or another. Like, this wasn't Shakespeare that we're reading here. It was nothing groundbreaking. But it was... So I kind of expected some of it, right? Because like, no shade, anybody with a brain can put 2 plus 2 together. But the fact that I was able to put some of this stuff together earlier in the book kind of made it just satisfying, but satisfying for a different reason. I was satisfied because I was watching what I thought was gonna happen unfold. So, do with that what you will. The girls are shady tonight. Oh, so with saying that, this wasn't like some groundbreaking work of art for me. It was very much just like, oh, okay. A good book. I will say though, it wasn't really relatable to my life at all. Like, at all. I didn't have the group of mean girls at school that picked on me growing up. And I also don't have a super rich arch nemesis who, instead of celebrating themselves, instead of celebrating themselves on their bachelorette party, wanna, you know, unhash old grievances, shall we say. Even though it wasn't relatable, it did make me think of, do you remember that one show? It was one of Shonda Rhimes' first shows, Revenge. Oh, I used to love that show. It made me think of that. Like, yeah, it made me think of that a lot. The whole, I'm gonna live and thrive and get this great life only to get back at somebody who did me bogus back in the day. And I mean, hey, to each its own, but not everybody is built that way. Not everybody can handle just, you know, making their life better and paying dust to the people who made their life hard in the past. And I mean, hey, like I said, to each its own. Because I couldn't, I can't really say that I wouldn't do the same. All right, we're not gonna forget the blush this time. I love a good liquid blush. I feel like it really just helps your makeup last all day. Or at least the blush aspect of your makeup. Ding. Ooh, honey. Oh my God, I forgot. I forgot I was doing a book review. See, that's what happens when you talk to your friend Mary Jane before you sit down to do your makeup. If you catch my drift. See, we're getting down to business in this video. That can mean one of two things. Either one, I was really nervous in the first one and it took me entirely too long because I was talking and rambling too much. Or two, this book just wasn't as good and I don't have as much to say. Who knows? Okay. Let me quit focusing on my face and let me get into talking to y'all. Before I do that though, let me do my eyebrows real quick and then I promise you have all my attention. Okay. For a bitch that can't do brows, those are some cut brows. Yes, ma'am. The book was written very well. It was an easy read to fly past. Like I said, I had it pretty much in my hand the whole day. Okay, I'm really nervous because I'm either gonna really do this or I'm gonna really do this. Ooh. I'm like sitting here trying to think about it and I'm like, I don't find any of them really relatable to me. Look, I don't want any judgment, okay? I don't know what I'm doing either. The hand is just doing what it's gonna do and we're hoping that at the end of this, we have a face that won't fully embarrass us in front of everybody on Jesus and Beyonce's internet. Whew. It's like I couldn't relate to them, but it's a story that we've all kind of heard before. The mean girls in school, the one girl that gets bullied by them the entire time. So it's not, like I said, it's not earth groundbreaking, earth rocket science or whatever. It's just a good book. Wait, is this black? What color is this? Oh yeah, that's black. Oh, it's gonna make the moment, darling. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I don't know. We're trusting the process. We're going with it. This is what she started it as doing to my face. And we're accepting it. Even though I can't relate to them hoes, I do wish I could have a sit down with them. I just want to sit down with them and be like, what the hell was y'all thinking? Like, what's that? Hey, let's show up to this private island with a girl who probably hates our guts because, I don't know, we traumatized her all throughout high school. Okay? I don't know. It just, that is so bossy to me. Like, so bossy. You ever make choices and you just don't know why you did that? Today is one of those for me. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. TLC tried to tell us. They said, don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. And here I am, chasing a damn waterfall. Looking like, ooh-wee. I don't know. It might look like something. We'll see. Right now, it's just looking like ooh-wee. Ooh-wee down. Yeah. I don't know what this is. Bad choices. Oh, I don't know if I finished giving my little advice, but yeah, y'all should have never went there. I don't know what y'all was thinking. Y'all was crazy for that. Entertaining to read, but y'all was crazy for that. Okay. Oh, let me not do too much yet. Let's make sure she's really fixed. When all else fails, just put it into a cut crease. This is bad. It is what it is. Whatever. Let's carry on with this damn review. Honestly, the most satisfying part of the book was when everything was coming together. So honestly, the whole second half of the book. The beginning of the book was very just like, you know, we're getting to kind of know the girls for who they are. Everybody's getting comfortable seeing each other again. Their secrets within themselves. We're seeing that they're holding on to certain things. And, you know, it's like, a nice little introduction, but it's like, okay, let's get into the grit. And maybe once we get into the grit, oh, we're in there. And that is by far the most satisfying part of the book. Because it's a book about revenge, honestly. Without spoiling too much, I mean, you're kind of crazy if you didn't put that together. But it's a book about revenge. And oh, she can be bittersweet. Okay, I'm not totally mad at what's going on anymore, but I'm not a fan of it. So we're just gonna get through this. We're done with the eye before I make it any type of worse. Let's just get through this. But yeah, I would say the whole second half of that book was the most satisfying part. You're just seeing like the grand scheme unfold and seeing that happen to any good book is always just a great thing to see happen. It kept me like, okay, this is why I'm reading this. I will say some of the characters were completely infuriating just because of like the privilege, the audacity to these girls. But I mean, hey, karma. And if anything, the lesson that you should take away from this is if somebody invites you to a private island, or honestly anywhere, and you made their life miserable, don't trust it. I don't know why they went. Like, that's something that still baffles me. Like, why would y'all even go to that? Like, what in your mind said, this is a great idea? I mean, I understand why Chloe went. Chloe was a social media gal. So she probably looked at it like, oh, baby, this is a free trip. I could post all about this. So I get why she went, but those other girls, I I guess life was just so stressful for them that they said, you know what, we're gonna risk it all. We're gonna go on a trip. Cause wouldn't be me. But I also have never made anybody's life miserable. Well, no, I did. But that was a boss that was fucking with me. And when that happened, I had to get my revenge. And at the end of the day, I still had the job and she got fired. Are we going with the dark lip? I think we're going with the dark lip. I think we're gonna get a dark lip today. Yay, yay. Okay, she don't look that bad. Well, we'll see once it all comes together, child. I'm trying to gas myself here. Gas myself up. It don't look that bad, girl. I know my skin looks great, especially that forehead. Get into that. She did that. I will say this was a terrible book review. I'm so sorry, but I will make it up for you guys on Thursday when I get to actually spill the tea. Period. While I put on the lashes, I guess we should discuss how I felt about the ending of the book. And I gotta be honest with you, I saw it coming from a mile away. Actually, I saw it coming from like another planet. It was pretty obvious. And for that, it dropped me down to a 4.5, of course. And then just like because of how like kind of cringe the whole revenge unfolding was going, because it was like, oh, well, once you know what's happening, you know, once we got to that part, it was like, all right. Oh, I almost forgot mascara. We're just gonna keep this charade up, huh? And don't get me wrong, it's still a good book. It's a good read. It's a solid, for me, 4-star. Yes, this is a 4-star book for me. It was solid. It wasn't bad. It wasn't groundbreakingly good. It was just a good book. I enjoyed it. It was fun to read. And it went by really fast. I want to say that now that I have the makeup on, or the lashes on, I like it, but I'm still kind of like, ooh, wee girl. Ooh, wee. All right, well, I'll be back. I'm gonna go throw on a look and we are going to wrap up this god-awful review of a book that was not that bad. Anyway, I'll be back. She started it. This is the look. You know, when you say she started it, I'm thinking revenge. So I wanted the look to give very much so bad bitch out for revenge. Boobs is out, nails is did, hair is wet. It's feeling the fantasy. I hope you guys enjoyed this review and tutorial. I'm gonna be very frank with you guys. The book is good. You just want to talk about it. Like, I just want to talk about what happened. Like, I want to spoil it. So it's kind of hard to review this one because this one wasn't really like, oh, this moment happened in that, and it didn't give me the feels because I figured out the book right away. So it was like, once I figured out the book right away, it was just like, all right, girl, let's get it over with. Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you do like this content, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, share. What do we think about the nails? Are the nails nailing or what? Okay, you can't tell me that this isn't giving the book cover. Oh, but I feel like I gotta put the glasses up. That'll really set it off. Hold on, because I'm finna eat you. Hold up. Okay, eating. Just a bad bitch. Reading in the yard. Baby, that's the cover right there. This was my review on She Started It. It's a debut book. It was really good. I got it through Book of the Month. I'm gonna spoil it in my next video, which will be out on Thursday. But in today's video, I will say it's a solid read. It's nothing you haven't saw before. You might guess it, but it's still a good book, and that's why I'm giving it a 4-star rating. So do with that what you will. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm ready to get something to eat. I'm hungry. And so I got a slice of pizza in the microwave that's calling my name. It is. All right, y'all. Don't forget, don't just read people. Read a book, bitch. And that's on purr. All right. Bye, y'all. I'll see you in the next video. My hands are tied. Hold the press. I forgot to read an excerpt for y'all. So, here we go. A random excerpt. A random excerpt. A random excerpt. Boom. We are on page 184. And it says, it's quiet in here. Dark. Not yet near morning. The moonlight through the window illuminates the scene in front of me. My heart pounds. My mouth is dry. I want to deny the blood, the still corpse laying in the bed, but I know I can't. This was always going to happen. She started it.